Back in March this year, Crooked Bee, in some correspondence with a Mr. Chris Avellone, made a bet that Pillars of Eternity wasn't going to be released in 2014. Chris Avellone, in probably one of his less in an ill-advised moment, responded, "Care to put money on that? I'm down for a cool 100 to say you're wrong. Actually, 200. And that spawned a conversation in the admin forums, which none of you will ever see except when I move threads out, about whether we were willing to pony up to such a bet in the event that Pillars of Eternity wasn't released. We were pretty confident that it wasn't going to be released in 2014, so we ponied up. And as an end result, what started as a discussion of cash back and forth and how this bet would be realised and actualised, why did I put that in quotes? The decision was made that should Chris Avellone win the bet, that we would give him some very nice expensive alcohol of some sort, and should we win the bet, that Chris would be up for some sort of alcohol for the Codex. Well, as many of you know, Pillars of Eternity has now been delayed at least until 2015, maybe longer, which of course means it's not being released in 2014, which means, of course, I got this, which is quite a substantial box from Dan Murphy's. I'll read the quote on the box. "My grandfather began the Dan Murphy wine business in 1878. That Dan Murphy said that in October 1980. Yeah, not something I'd think quote that, put it on a box, but anyway, they did. So the purpose of this video is the official unveiling ceremony. I haven't opened this before, so we're going to open it now. I've only just got back from a holiday in Melbourne and Sydney, so let's find out. So, from Chris Avellone, we've gotten... Oh, that's interesting. A bar station contains wooden gift box with accessories. Comes with 4 accessories: a drip catcher, a wine pourer, a bottle stopper, and a bottle opener. Now, it looks like we've got 2 of those, which comes with a bottle of wine, from the looks of it. I don't know if you should be able to see that there. I'll open that in a minute. So that's been and 2 Dark Underlord. Enjoy. Can we focus on that? Probably not. Lovely simple little card. So, opening these. It's fun and exciting, I'm sure. Oh, so it's decent. The best way to do that. Oh, it's a nice little solid wooden box. We'll do a presentation. Look at that lovely box. Look at that. It's got bits there. I don't know if I should lie this down. I suppose I should. It's designed too. Lovely little catch. Look at that. Oh, and there we go. So a bottle of Henschke. Someone can correct me on the pronunciation of that. Caneton Euphorium. 2011 from the Barossa. That's a South Australian wine region where I'm based. It's a wine of Australia, so it's a local wine. Obviously bought online and delivered, because posting alcohol overseas is... There were logistical issues that we had to consider too, in terms of how we were going to reward Mr. Avellone should Pillars of Eternity actually be released. So I've got bottle opener thingy. Look at that. And suppose, yeah, I'm not even going to pretend I know what that is. I'm not that astute on my wine, sadly. I'm assuming that's the error. I know this. So this is the pourer. That must be the drip. No, that's the bottle stopper. And this is the cock ring. I'll just check the other one is. The same. I'm suspecting it is. So again, same box, and oh gee, this is a bottle of Penfolds. That's a Penfolds Bin 389 Cabernet Shiraz 2009. Penfolds Bin collection of wines began in 1959, part of a modern era of Penfolds innovation that has resulted in a diverse family of wines with ageless appeal. Each bin wine bears the distinctive Penfolds quality stamp whilst exhibiting a unique style of its own. Sadly, it's not a bottle of Grange, which actually is Penfolds upper class. If you've got a spare $50,000, you can buy a nice bottle sort of wine, but I'm sure this will do nicely. So there we go. Bottle of, let's just see this here, Penfolds Bin 389 and Henschke, which I've actually never heard of, from Barossa. Keynton Road. Keynton Euphonium, blah, blah, combines Old Vine Shiraz and Cabernet Sauvignon in a regional Barossa blend showing rich dark fruit, complex structure, texture and mature fine-grained tannins. This wine's name links the Henschke home village of Keynton, whatever, pioneered by pastoralist Joseph Keynes in 1842, and the 100-year-old B-flat euphonium, a large brass wind instrument used by the Henschke family brass band, still in the family's possession. Decanting is recommended before serving, which I can't actually do because I actually, for those who don't know, live in a dry zone in Australia, working for a remote Aboriginal community at the moment. So these pretty much have to go back in their boxes and back in the car, and they're staying at a friend's place. For anyone, just in case anyone's curious, a friend's place that is off of the dry zone. So that I don't get into trouble, because if I'm found with these here, they basically have to be smashed in front of me. So that's the end of this video. Mr. Chris Avellone, MCA, thank you very much. I'm sure you'll win a bet sometime against us in the future. We'll see. Thanks to Crooked Bee, who organised this. I should probably owe her something. We'll sort that out between us. And thank you very much for watching.